What is up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Welcome. I am really excited about this. Really excited about it. So I have to tell you guys this story really quick because I actually was editing a video. I was editing this video and some of the sound was kind of funny, and I have since figured it out that it's iMovie. If you don't know, I record all of my videos using iMovie on my iMac, and it just wasn't working this morning. And I was like, what is going on? I wanted to get this video out to you guys today, and it was not working. And I thought, well, what's better than an edited video? Well, a live reaction, of course. So we're gonna live react to it. It is almost 23 minutes long. I'm super excited. I have to tell you guys this because I just recorded a phenomenal podcast and I cannot wait for you to hear it, not this week, but the following week. It's awesome. So how are you guys doing? Watching while you cook, watching while you clean, or listening while you clean. I love that. Let's see. Aaron, don't know if you watch Blue Bloods, but last night their episode had great marks about MLMs. I think you would definitely like it. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. What is up, Kat? All right, and let me just get this shared out real quick, and then we will dive in. The video is about 23 minutes long, 22 and a half. Hey, Janet. And yeah, it's going to be real good. Obviously, I've watched it. But we're going to cover Optavia. Hey, Fred. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Jessica. What's up, Andrea? Yeah, Andrea and I'm just going to spill the beans. Andrea and I just recorded seriously the best podcast. So good. All right, hold on. Let me get this in my stories. Let me get focused. And if you guys, if you want to share, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine too. And come watch an Optavia training. No, debunking. Yes. All right. Ooh, barbecue ribs, Crystal. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that was a fast hour. All right. Let's dive on in. Let me add this to the stream. Oh, packing for an overnight date with the hubs. I love that. We are doing so Mia just turned 15 on Wednesday, and she is kind of at that age where like we don't really do like birthday parties, and she pretty much just wants money for gifts, I remember when I was 15. So she's having a couple friends over. We're going to do cake, and then they're going to hang out. So I'm going to hang out with them, I guess. I don't know. They're going to do, I don't know, whatever. But that's what we're doing this afternoon. And I had a great gym workout session. Did you guys go to the gym? I feel like I'm all over the place. Let's get going.
My office in Edgerton. On my couch. Hey, Dustin.
Hi, Dustin.
I'm currently in my office.
Oh, and by the way, this is not meant to shame anybody that is participating in this. Please don't go to their social media pages. Please don't do any bullying or weird comments on their social media pages. You guys know I love your commentary. So drop your commentary. I'm expecting some pretty I've already watched it. I know that there's going to be some cringy things. And when I say cringy things, I mean like things that they are repeating that the company has told them that I'm not so sure it can be kind of backed up with science. Andrea and I talked about this on the podcast, like the whole citing your sources, those types of things. So be ready for that. And again, don't send them any hate or any of those things. This is just for educational purposes and raising awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies, some of the leaders, and also the tactics that they use to get people in when they are in a vulnerable space. Things like being miserable and not being comfortable in their clothes, needing to lose weight, not understanding how food impacts their body or certain foods impacts their body, and just all of these kind of manipulation, in my opinion, that happens within these health and wellness MLMs. I know that I've been talking a lot about it. And the reason that I have been talking a lot about it is because I have struggled with it for so long. And I didn't realize the damage that these health and wellness companies added to a problem that already existed. So if you guys have not already, give me a thumbs up. If you want to share this out, that's cool. And let's go.
In Beloit, Wisconsin.
This is very awkward at the beginning, by the way.
Vernon and Nikki in the house.
Let's get it. How are you?
Doing good. I just am wishing for some warmer weather.
Yeah.
Missing Mexico already.
You've been getting it. You've been traveling, Shelly.
Oh, my friend wants me to travel again next month. She's like, let's go away for a long weekend.
Yeah, I get it. I love it.
Don't forget to take your closest friends.
Right. Just let me know the date. Where do you want to go? She says, I don't care, any place but here. Okay.
Any place but here. Well, you guys, we are streaming live into our Facebook group, and I am so excited to get this party started. It is 7:30, so we're going to hit the record button so I don't forget. All right, you guys, happy Wednesday, happy March 30th. Welcome to the Habits of Health community calls. I am going to share my screen and all of the fun things that we do here. If I can get this going. All right, we are going over element 9 tonight in the life book. And element 9 is all about how you use fuelings to reach a healthy weight. Who here is thankful for our fuelings? Throw it in the chat. Like, I know, like, hello. So excited, so excited. So a little bit about what we are going to go over tonight. We are going to explore.
Oh my God, thank you. That's so nice of you.
For the value and the simplicity of the fuelings and when eating every 3 hours. Something that Allie Mazzapica talked about last week is, the benefits of eating every 3 hours and how it keeps us very balanced and we're not doing the rise and fall and crash and all the fun things. But with using our fuelings, we're creating a simple and convenient fueling plan.
Okay, eating every few hours, absolutely amazing for your metabolism. It is absolutely amazing for, just like she said, not crashing and then being super hungry and then overeating. I agree with that. But if you have looked at hey, Karina, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. If you look at the fuelings, if you look at the MLM horror story that I did on Optavia, their fuelings, the bars are 2 inches long. And from what I have heard, the nutritional data is not on, I can't remember if I think the nutritional data is not on the boxes unless they've changed that. When this person was involved with Optavia, it was not on the boxes. So what are you taking in? We know that on their 5-in-1 plan, they have multiple plans. Oh my God, thank you so much. You guys are so kind. On their 5-in-1 plan, they instruct their people to take 5 of the Fuelings, which could be little like things of pasta. And I'm not like, that's what it looks like. They have shakes, they have brownies, they have bars, they have all of these like different little things, but they're snacks, they're not meals. So it's interesting that they're showing a meal when they're talking about Fuelings in this picture. Karina, ma'am, thank you so much. I appreciate you. My word. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on convenience and being quick and being simple and taking the, in my opinion, the thought process out of all of this. And I think, just based on my own experience, I think that that is the most dangerous thing, because what it's teaching you is to not pay attention to your body and how it's feeling based on the food that you're putting in it. I think, you guys, I can't. I think that it is really important that we pay attention to how eating certain foods make our body feel. I think that there's a powerful lesson in that, rather than just, taking these prepackaged bars and shakes and stuff like that, where you're like, well, I'm only taking in 800 to, 1,000 calories a day. And I know I'm probably jumping ahead, but like, I'm super passionate about this because of all the garbage that my body has been through the ringer when it comes to health and wellness, MLM products and different things like that. And I know that you guys can probably all relate. Yeah. So, oh my God, you guys are, hello. Thank you. I can't with all of these. Oh my God. Welcome, Michelle, as a new member. Oh my God. Andrea, stop it. Your podcast, like, thank you for being on the podcast. Incredible. So, okay, let's keep it going. I'm going to text JJ. Because I know she's going to have some stuff to say too. Oh my God, Dave, thank you so much. You guys are incredible. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you for that.
For the weight loss phase of your journey. And then we're also starting to understand the value and timing of eating whole foods, which is really important. So a little bit about me. You're probably wondering, who are...
I have to pause this. I'm going to be pausing this a lot. I'm apologizing now. It is what it is. It's funny that she mentions whole foods, because she's talking about at the beginning of this, whole foods. Just wait until later. Okay. Wait until later. Kind of mental note that.
Who are you? I am Tammy Mulranen. I live in Northern Illinois. It's a little cold here still. And my health journey started roughly 5 years ago. I lost 24 pounds. And while I didn't have a whole lot of weight to lose, I knew that I was headed in the wrong path. Anybody like find yourself like in that cycle of like, man, I keep trying to do everything? Well, I've watched my mom yo-yo diet most of her life. I've watched her lose the same 70 and 80 pounds. So then because I have a sugar addiction and I really love sweets, I found myself gaining some weight quickly. Okay. And because I'm younger and I've had a couple kids, as you can see on this.
First of all, yo-yo diets. She's mentioning yo-yo diets. What do you think this entire plan is? I have so many questions. Are there people that are on this long term, or is this kind of a short-term tool that people use? Because if it's a short-term tool, I use that term loosely, what I imagine happens is people get on, they lose a ton of weight because they are starving their bodies, completely starving their bodies. I mean, your body needs 1,200 calories just to operate, just to run the organs, pump the blood, all of that stuff. Thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate you. Your body needs 1,200 calories just to function. So if you are somebody that is trying to either gain muscle, lose weight, all of the things, and you're only taking in 1,200 calories, your body is going to be in a survival type mode They're talking about 800 to 1,000 calories. What does that mean? Well, that means that your body is probably going to start burning fat, which is going to change the number on the scale. Okay. But then after that, your body's going to start breaking down muscle. And if it's extreme enough, it starts breaking down some of the organs. That's a very extreme version. If you are somebody that is in the medical field, please feel free to sound off in the comments. But that is insane to me that she's like, well, I watched my mom on a yo-yo diet. Well, when somebody gets off of this and starts eating, their body's going to hang on to every calorie it consumes because it doesn't know when it's going to get fed again. Even though they're doing like every 3 hours, the amount of calories is not enough for their body to function properly. So then they're going to start, taking in calories. They're going to gain the weight back. They're going to end up right back on this program. So she's like, I watched my mom do a yo-yo diet. In my opinion, this is a yo-yo diet. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think.
Green. My weight went straight to my belly. So I worked for a senior apartment building at that point, and my senior citizens recognized that I was gaining some weight, and they were like, Tammy, are you pregnant? And I was like, no. And I had 10 of them ask me the week of Christmas, 2016. So I saw a friend lose a bunch of crazy weight really fast. And I was like, listen, I need to know what you're doing. And I thought I could do it on my own.
I saw a friend lose a bunch of weight really fast. That is the very problem, losing a bunch of weight super fast. There's a reason why some doctors, when you go in and you're weighed, and let's say that they're like, oh my gosh, you've lost a lot of weight since your last appointment. Like, what's going on? Is everything okay? Because that is not healthy to lose a bunch of weight super fast. What?
Because that's what we all think. But I needed a system that made it easy because I had all these kids and these events and life and all of the things that were keeping me busy. So I didn't have time to meal prep. I didn't have time to count out all the macros or anything. And quite honestly, I didn't know how. So
learn how. I just was having this conversation with Andrea after the podcast, and I think it's really important to learn how your body is responding to food, to learn how to track macros if that is something that you want to do. I myself have been talking about looking into doing some sort of a nutritional cut. And what I have learned is that there is no way through, hey, Jessica, welcome. There is no way after looking at my Apple Watch and seeing that I'm burning 2,600 to 3,000 calories a day, and looking at what I'm eating, there is no way I am eating enough. And so as I am looking at what I thought was doing a nutritional cut to see like what muscle is underneath some of the extra areas where on my body where I'm carrying extra fat, which is a normal thing, I'm realizing I'm not eating enough. It's so crazy to me, but that's a cool experience to understand. And so when she is saying, well, I didn't understand it. Eating 800 to 1,000 calories a day is not the answer to figuring out how your body can function with the right combinations of food. Like, oh my God, I can't.
I lost 24 pounds in about 12 weeks, and it's completely transformed my life in my health. I no longer have to worry about ending up in that yo-yo diet lifestyle. And now I get to like work out for fun, which is a whole new aspect. And you guys are going to learn more about that in the life book as we continue to move on. So
I also,
so I'm curious.
I thought I paused it. I also would like to say that I think joyful movement is a really beautiful thing. I actually was having a conversation with somebody several days ago where we were talking about joyful movement. And I put a post up on Instagram because I really do enjoy lifting weights. I really do enjoy, the cardio that I'm doing and just, I'm enjoying that. And I think it's important that people find what brings them joy. That could, maybe it's just getting a certain amount of steps in a day. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it's, running around at the park with your kids or whatever. But that movement, when it brings you joy, it doesn't feel like a chore. You don't dread it, you know? And like this is how I know that I am making significant changes when it comes to how I look at working out, how I look at food after all of this, because I was just talking with my husband last night about all of this. And I said, hey, babe, I'm not allowed to go to the gym tomorrow until I get this video edited, this video that I was editing here. I'm not allowed to go to the gym. And what's interesting to me about hearing me say that statement is the fact that I'm seeing the gym as something that brings me joy, not something that has to be done. I'm seeing the gym as something that makes me happy, not because of a number on the scale or any of those things. Like, I'm starting to see changes within my body that is just, it makes me so excited rather than chasing some number on the scale like I used to when I was running and fasting and on keto and drinking ketones and all of that stuff. Like, it feels good. And I couldn't believe it came out of my mouth, but I was like, listen, I can't go to the gym until I finish this video. And I think that is significant. That is a huge change. Oh my God. Thank you, TJB. I appreciate you so much. You guys are so kind. All right, let's keep going. They're going to do a poll to find out who they need to follow up with. We already know that's coming. I did not put I don't have the chat. But when I was watching this, there was a lot of clients and coaches, not a whole lot of guests, which is something that we see often.
Throw it in the chat. I'm curious, who is all here today? Are you a client? Are you a coach? Or are you just a guest that's kind of checking this out and joining us for a healthy community time? Throw it in the chat so we can see all of that's going on, and excited to see where who all is coming in. Here we go. And so all right, so I lost my mouse, you guys. But eating something healthy every 3 hours. In Shelly, you want to read this? Because I have no mouse.
What does reading something have to do with not having a mouse? I don't understand that. I don't get that.
You're muted.
So eating something healthy every 3 hours that will optimize your nutrition and at the same time help you to create a healthy weight is asking most people to step out of their comfort zone. So here we are going to introduce you to a powerful way to overcome the logistical barriers to creating a healthy weight and eating pattern. And that's from Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson.
They're definitely introducing patterns, although I don't think it's the type of healthy patterns that they're referring to. In my opinion, companies like this that have such a restrictive plan are just paving the way for people to develop poor relationships with food that can or may lead to eating disorders or just disordered eating in general. I know that's kind of the same thing, but to me, I see that as something different. That might sound crazy, but yeah, they're definitely creating patterns, but they're not healthy patterns, in my opinion. You might hear like vacuuming and cats and kids and maybe my husband in there, just, life. It is what it is.
Yes. And that's what this is all about, is it's creating patterns, it's creating cues and all of these things to help us move forward. So how is that we do this? We use our Fuelings, which are fantastic. And normally I have one right here next to my desk, but I don't at the moment because I must have ate it earlier.
Probably because you were starving.
But they're the best. They're the best in the class.
Are we at a dog show? Best in class? Compared to what? Other companies that offer bars like Slim Fast? Best in class? I'm going to need you as the company, because she's probably just regurgitating what she was taught from the company. I'm going to need a source for that. Best in class. What does that mean? Who told you? Like, cite your sources, because that makes no sense.
They give us all of the necessary vitamins and minerals, and they keep our proteins balanced and our carbohydrates, and they're relatively low fat. The meals, they have an amazing variety to avoid taste fatigue. Okay, because
taste fatigue. I also love that she called these little 2-inch bars and stuff meals. These are not meals. Absolutely not. I bet they're like 100 calories. I think I remember Crystal telling me they're like 100 calories, these bars. I could be wrong. If you've been on this system, let me know the caloric content of like the bars and stuff. Yeah, let me know.
We have like lots of options to keep it interesting, but at the same time, everything is equal. So you don't have to worry about if we eat 5 brownies in one day that we need to balance it out with something else. That's the best part about our Fuelings is they're all considered equal.
How is eating 5 brownies a day healthy, ma'am? 5 brownies a day? Don't worry, you can eat 5 brownies a day and still lose weight. What?
But this also helps us to use them in combination with our lean and greens, and those lean and green meals start to teach you what your plate should look like essentially the rest of your life, because we're working on healthy mindset and planning some healthy patterns for you to stay healthy. Not only that, but then our nutritional footprint creates the ideal state of metabolism for you because they're all low glycemic, which turns off the metabolic switches that create fat storage. So we're actually tricking your body into going into that stored fat to use as energy, because 1 calorie is an energy equivalent. So
I feel like she just described ketosis. Ketosis is breaking down fat to make energy in the body, essentially. Like the process is called ketosis. But what's interesting is she's like, well, they're relatively low fat. But then there's so much emphasis I've seen from some of these coaches that talks about ketosis. If you have too many things, like it's going to take you out of ketosis, but then they don't talk about ketosis. It's kind of all over the place. I'm a little confused by it. I'm a little confused that they talk about these bars and these little tiny servings of pasta and stuff being a meal. I'm very confused by that.
And all of that stored fat is energy that you weren't using. So we want to reach into that and we want to melt all of that away. So then also our healthy protein helps to protect your muscle because that's important, right? And then they also help you avoid to eat fatty.
Eating 800 to 1,000 calories a day is not going to protect your muscles. What? Like, this is crazy.
Sources of protein. Okay. But what else? They're easy. They're portable. They're convenient. They help you cover all sorts of logistical barriers, including traveling, work, life, kids, all of the fun things. And then, they're cost effective and
they're cost effective. Let's look at this. I'm going to pull up I'm going to do a little bit of math. Okay. You guys can do it as well. Drop it in the comments. So let's look at their 5-in-1 plan. It is $378.25 before shipping, before tax. And there are 119 servings. So 378.25 divided by 119 is $3.17 a serving. If you're eating or drinking 5 of those a day, that is $15.89. In addition to their lean and green meal that you have at the end of the day, and that is not included in this cost. So we're looking at, depending on what you are buying as groceries, and that's going to be different, the different types of meat and all of that stuff and the vegetables, all of that's going to be priced a little bit different depending on, where you're living and all of that stuff, because it's not the same. And I'm just wondering if you guys think that this is cost effective. So $15.89 for roughly the 5 servings, the 5 Fuelings that are like 500 calories, maybe a little bit more. And then your lean and green meal. Do you guys feel like that is cost effective. That seems a little pricey to me. I don't know.
Can be used long term. Like our Fuelings are so healthy that I am still to this day, 5 years later, absolutely in love with them. I use them as my daily snacks. My kids love them, and they're just a great choice to fall into. So then on top of our Fuelings, we have our lean and green meals. And I don't know about you guys, and maybe you can throw it in your chat what your favorite lean and green is, but I've learned how to cook a whole lot healthier since getting healthy. Like, who knew that healthy could be?
I've learned how to cook healthy since getting healthy. What?
So delicious. So what will your lean and green look like? You're going to have 5 to 7 ounces of cooked lean protein. And I know I'm probably a lot of people find this out, that's a lot of freaking food. Like, there are some meals that I need to break up because they're just like, it's just a lot. So, and then we have 3 servings of non-starchy vegetables for our non-diabetic clients. And so this is a meal, you can keep it very simple. You can have it just be protein veggies, or you can get fancy and make recipes. You can do a little bit of both, whatever. And you can have this lean and green meal for breakfast, lunch, or dinner for our 5-in-1 people, if that's the right plan for you. But you can.
Let's talk about that, Karina. Let's talk about that. I would much rather drop what did I say? 328. Is that what it was? Hold on. 378. I would much rather drop $378.25 on a gym membership and a licensed, qualified nutritionist or dietitian that can help me understand how certain foods impact my body and help me to have a healthy relationship with food and understanding all of the things. I would much rather pay that than pay for what I feel like could lead people to an eating disorder. Like, nailed it, Karina. Nailed it.
Switch it up. Nothing says no, there's no set rules that it has to look a certain way. So here's the number one question we get though. What about whole foods? How many of us have heard this question? And really, our goal for your long-term is to have most of your daily Fuelings come from whole food, okay? But for right now, especially while people are in fat loss phase, for most, the answer is no. Because whole foods...
I'm just going to keep playing. I paused it because I'm remembering at the beginning, she's like, yeah, whole foods. Now she's like, well, but in the fat burning process, no. What? Oh my God.
It doesn't teach you how to pick low glycemic carbs. It doesn't teach you how to pick healthy proteins or healthy fats in the right proportions. Whole foods are often unavailable. They're too expensive, or here's where we get you. We just don't have time to prep that stuff. Like most of people, especially Americans, we're rushed for time. We're on the go. We need something simple. And the Fuelings just really help to give us the fantastic roadmap to make us be successful.
First of all, Americans, I'm talking to my fellow Americans. I need you to slow down. I need you to not be in such a rush. I need you, if this is something that you feel like you want to do, I need you to slow down enough to take the time to pay attention to how food makes you feel, to meal prep. If you feel like that is something that would help you on your journey, whatever that looks like for you, I need Americans to slow down, because this is not the solution. Eating 800 to 1,000 calories, or they have a 4-and-2 plan that has a little bit more calories. No, this is teaching you nothing other than, in my opinion, to be dependent on an MLM product that I think could be dangerous for a lot of people. Instead, slow down. Start paying attention. Start asking how you feel. Start paying attention after you eat. Instead of rushing through dinner because you have 25,000 things to do after dinner, slow down for a second and really evaluate. Does this stuff need to be done now, or can I put that off? I don't need to treat this like an emergency. I think Americans are rushing through life and we need to slow down. We need to slow down. That's how I feel about that.
Or help us in the best way. So I would love to invite one of my clients, Miss Tammy Blevins, to share a little bit about her health journey so far and a pretty awesome milestone that she just recently passed. So Tammy, please unmute and come off and share your story. In the lower left.
Bye, Karina. Thanks for stopping by.
It's okay. Shelly, click the ask to unmute. Oh, there you go. You're good.
There we go. Sorry.
You're okay.
Okay. Yeah, I kept clicking the corner and it wasn't doing anything. So, yeah, well, I'm Tammy Blevins, and I can't tell if I've got glare on my glasses.
You're all good.
I can take them off. I started Optavia January 17th, I think. It was Martin Luther King weekend. I had just had enough. I had tried counting the macros, all that stuff, like almost 5 years ago. Lost about 30 pounds, and I was thrilled with that, but gained it all back and then some. COVID came around.
I'm so nervous for this beautiful human here and what's going to happen when she gets off of this, because I can feel her pain. I think all of us have experienced doing something like, not something like this, but some sort of a yo-yo type diet. If you have ever, let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable, but the gaining of the weight after, for example, I gained weight. Yes, absolutely. After I stopped eating keto, because in my opinion, I damaged my metabolism. And so I'm now in the process of repairing my metabolism with eating more. And of course, your body is naturally going to hang on to stuff if you've done fasting like I was doing, and just, all of these things, your body is going to hang on to stuff. And so I can feel her pain and the fear in gaining weight after you are doing something that is so restrictive. And I'm nervous for her. I'm just nervous because, guys, it's hard. It's hard.
I've had, kids come back home. I have, 2 grandbabies now. So life just got a little hectic, and Christmas time rolled around this past year, and I just had enough. I was the largest I'd ever been, and I just was not feeling good. So I had watched Tammy do her program for the last 4 years. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to find out a little bit more about it. And so I contacted her, and with no hesitation, I don't think I really hesitated at all. I signed up for it, and it's the best thing I could have done. I find the program to be very easy. And that's what I needed. I did not need to worry about meal prep. I didn't have time to worry about meal prepping and counting macros and tracking everything. So all the Fuelings just make it so much easier. It's just, you grab and go. If you're going to be out running errands, just throw a couple bars or whatever in your purse. You're good to go for, the next few hours. But I do try and eat within the 2.5 to 3 hour mark. And I do find that if I hit that 3 hour mark, that's when I start getting hungry. But I think as long as you stick to the Fuelings and you eat your Fuelings and don't cheat, I don't find the hunger bites me.
Wait, did she just basically admit that she's hungry all the time? It makes me feel like, I wonder how many people have timers set. Okay, I have a timer set. Okay, I'm at the 2 hour mark. In 30 minutes, I get to have another Fueling, but they never really satisfy the hunger, being hungry. And so they're constantly counting down to the next time they get a Fueling. And then by the time they get to their lean and green, I can't imagine how they feel if they have their lean and green in the evening. What? You guys heard that too, right? I can find that she might as well have said The hunger is manageable. It's not that bad. First of all, if you're hungry, your body is screaming for fuel. So feed it. Oh my God.
I get through the day, no problem, just eating my Fuelings and my lean and green at night. So since January, then I know the picture shows I'd lost 19 pounds. But as of this week, I'm down 26 pounds. And so I hit that amazing world called Wonderland. And I'm just so thrilled. And I was telling Tammy earlier, it's not.
First of all, we need to stop emphasizing the number on the scale. It is a data. It is a piece, not a data. It is a piece of data in your journey. And there is so much emphasis on, okay, well, you know, I've gained a couple pounds. And so I'm going to dictate, you know, working out more or eating less and throw the scale away if it's impacting you in that way. I have not weighed myself, nor do I plan to anytime soon, because I can see the changes. You guys comment about it, and I'm so grateful because like you comment on how my arms are looking, and I can just see changes. I don't need the scale to change. I can physically see changes within my body from the way that I am choosing to move my body, something that feels right to me. So throw the scale away. It just makes me so sad because I remember being in that place where that number on the scale held so much weight, pun intended, with how I just moved throughout my day. And I feel this pain, and it makes me so sad. She's like, so excited. I've lost 19 pounds. And she's going to tell us here in a second, I've actually lost more than that. And what happens after this? You're going to eat 800 to 1,000 calories a day for how long? And what happens to your body? How does that impact your body? You know, taking in that few amount of calories on a daily basis for a long period of time. Have there been studies done on this? Oh, God.
Night that a coworker asked me how long I'm going to be on the program and when I'm going to be done with it. I said, oh, I'm never going to be done. I'm going to be on this forever because it is so easy and I feel great. I just see it keep, you know, at the direction I'm going. It's going to get better and better. And I'm so excited to be part of it. So thank you, Tammy, for all your help.
Oh, thank you so much for being willing to share your story. I'm so proud of you. So proud. Awesome. So yeah, just like Tammy, like so often we find ourselves like thinking we can't count macros and we can do all the things. And then generally that gets us like, you know, I mean, at least what it did for me as I would last like day or day and a half, but I really didn't know what I was doing. And that's why I love how Plan makes this so simple and convenient. So a lot of us, we've been talking about the optimal weight 5-in-1 plan. So, and if you look at this, like your daily clock, of your day, you know, hour 1 through 24 of the day, you're going to, what this looks like is you're going to choose 5 convenient fuelings. Think fuel. Okay. This is a question that people ask me, like gasoline for your body. Okay. You're going to use these throughout the day. Okay. And then you're going to prepare your one lean and green meal, which most people, for 5-in-1, most people do find that they do their lean and green meal at dinner, but it really can be whatever meal is best for you and however it works for your family. But you're going to use your Habits of Health clock to fuel your body every 3 hours. So you do want to be like setting yourself up to, you know, start eating within 30 to 45 minutes of being up, because we want to kickstart that metabolism. We want to, you know, breakfast is breaking your fast for your night.
Imagine how hungry you are when you wake up in the morning on this plan. You're having 5 fuelings and a lean and green meal at night, or whenever I think that's typically how people do that. And then you wake up and you have this little tiny snack bar or a shake. Imagine how hungry you are. Like that makes me so grouchy thinking about that. Because I wake up some mornings and I'm super hungry. A little snack bar, a little protein bar, that's not going to cut it. Absolutely not. Oh my God, this makes me uncomfortable. See? Yep.
We want to start fueling your body properly to be able to have all that energy and start burning the fat, you guys. All of the fun things. And then kind of like how Allie.
All of the fun things. This does not sound fun to me. This sounds miserable. This sounds like I don't want to leave my bedroom because I feel horrible. I just want to sit in bed all day and I don't want to do what needs to be done in the day because I don't have the energy to do it. That's what this sounds like to me. That does not sound like a good time. Not at all.
Was mentioning last week, setting those timers to remind yourself that it is time to eat until it becomes a habit. And I'll tell you, 5 years later, I still, even though like when I started Plan and I was running a specific schedule, my body tells me now when it's time to eat, even almost on that exact same schedule, because it's so ingrained into my system. So you'll find you'll set yourself up with those habits. So again, phase 1 looks like your weight loss phase. So our 5-in-1 plan, it does have a long and successful history as an effective way to consistently lose weight in a safe and easy way. That's the key, consistently. Like if you
Can you please define safe and easy for the class? Thank you.
Use our Fuelings, you measure out your lean and green using those food scales, which is probably one of your most important tools to have in your kitchen. You're going to see consistent loss and all of the things. It also helps to overcome any challenges, AKA logistics in your current lifestyle. So again, like life, traveling, kids, work, it just makes it so easy to be able to do. It's a fast and hassle-free, and it's an easy way to learn. We start creating those habits to set up those routines and the cues for you.
There is so much emphasis on hassle-free. It's fast. It's easy. You don't have to think about meal prepping. It's, you're a busy mom, or you're a busy dad on the go, and you don't have to think about any of this stuff. And, okay, just throw one of those Fuelings in your bag and go, and you don't have to think about it. God, this is so bad.
So it's an easy way to learn your habits of health of eating 6 meals.
Also, I know I'm pausing a lot, you guys. I have a lot to say, so yeah. But look at this comment. The habits of health of eating. Wait, let me back up. It's a fast, hassle-free, easy way to learn the habits of health of eating 6 meals a day. A meal is not a little tiny snack bar every 3 hours. That's not a meal. That's a snack. There's a reason they have different terms for those things. Oh God.
Over every 3 hours. And that's something, even after you're past the Fuelings, you still want to work on eating 6 times a day, small meals. So we're just teaching you that habit. So now I would love to ask Miss Jamie Gesell to come and share her story. So Jamie, if you can unmute, otherwise Shelly, you may need to ask for her to unmute.
Rachel, you are amazing. Thank you so much for this. And I'm sorry that you ate all those Fuelings. By the way, put in the comments, Rachel. I'm just kind of curious, were they good? Were they at least good? Please tell me they're at least good, because if they taste terrible, you're hungry, they're expensive, they have to at least taste good, right?
There you go.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. So I joined program, end of May, I think, last year. I apparently had been on Tammy's heart list for a long time. Did not know that.
Wait. Did I just hear that? Apparently, I have been on her heart list for quite some time. Well, why do you think that is? If that's not predatory, I don't know what is. A heart list. It's kind of like a like, oh, I remember at a Prove It event, we were taught, oh God, this is disgusting. I remember at a Prove It event, we were taught to have like a dream list, like a dream list of people that we would want to work with. And so, you know, you should go to their Instagram, you save them in a special, I think it's not a folder. I can't remember what it's called on Instagram, but like you save them in a certain section. You make sure that you're interacting. So again, emphasis on building a fake relationship through social media, and you're waiting for the opportunity to pitch the business, you know, because this is somebody like, oh, they have such a great following and they're so good at social media. And imagine if they, you know, started to sell ketones with this too. And it was like, you were salivating. Right. And that is so disgusting. That's what this poor human was on this chick's list. She knows that she was on this list, but they have changed it with like, oh, you were on my heart list. No, you just wanted to sell this product because this person's opinion of this person's body was like, oh, well, you know, maybe she could benefit from it. She's on my heart list. God, this is disgusting. Like this is making my stomach turn.
My sister actually had joined program, and then my dad had joined, and they were very successful. And I was like, okay, I'll think about it. Well, then I went to the doctor last April and I tipped the scale at 400. And I was like, what? I've never been 400 pounds in my life. What happened? So I decided then and there, like, let's do it. What do I got to lose besides weight? So I joined, and I've lost 105 pounds since then. So still got a ways to go, but so close to the 200s. It's killing me that I got like 3 pounds left to do. But I work in a hospital. So I used to work night shift. And
first of all, shout out to all of the beautiful humans that work in the medical field. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do. I can't imagine what some of you have gone through and continue to go through in the last 2 years, and the things that you've had to face and the things that you've had to overcome and the things that you have tried to just compartmentalize because of what you've had to face. So if you are somebody in the medical field, thank you.
Cammy can attest to this. I was miserable. Like I was tired all the time. I couldn't sleep. I had a hard time even eating sometimes at that time of night, which is bad for everybody. But I recently switched to day shift in the summer, and the Fuelings helped me at work to get through the day. It's easy to go to the break room and make a brownie and shove it in my face and get back to work. We don't get breaks all the time. I work at Mercy in Janesville, or trauma hospital, so it's constantly busy. And with COVID, obviously, it's made things a little harder. So it's definitely made it easier for me to keep eating those every 2 to 3 hours. And I have the EatWise app on my phone. And it just reminds me, it goes off on my watch now when I'm at work to tell me, hey, go take a break quick and get a fueling. My husband joined program in January, so it's definitely been easier to do it together. He's down 40 pounds, so that's exciting.
The amount that they are spending for 2 people is almost $700, or just over $700 before shipping and tax on food. Not even food, on Fuelings, on 119 servings of bars, shakes, or little tiny servings of pasta. That's what they're spending.
So yeah, I definitely just think that, it took me a long time to say yes, Tammy, but I finally did it.
Oh,
you finally did it. And I love how Jamie, like, she utilizes her Fuelings, and I couldn't help but like add her sweet dogs into her slides, because she's constantly sharing photos on her social media and living out loud everything. Like she shared.
What I'm hearing her say is that she's grooming her to be a coach if she's not already a coach, and I think that's so gross. By the way, look at the picture of this salad. This looks like a bunch of spinach thrown together in a bowl with some grilled shrimp. Like, is there dressing on that? Is there anything else other than spinach and shrimp? That's a lean and green meal. Yikes.
What she's eating, and which is a great accountability tool, you guys, for your own health and your health journey. But like, she shares all her healthy meals, and her dogs are always in the background saying, hey, like, let me have some of that too. But she's absolutely rocking her journey, and I'm so excited for you, Jamie. So so let's hear it in the chat. So after like hearing, you know, how easy the Fuelings are to set up, how to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours, how using timers, how all of the things that we've learned these past couple Wednesdays going through our life book, like what?
Alva, thank you so much. Thank you. That's super kind.
What action are you going to take as a result of this element? And let's throw it in the chat, you guys. Maybe
some avocado and some tomato, maybe a little bit of cheese on that salad. Ooh, that would be good. I don't know, cheese and shrimp. I don't know. But I agree. Some other kinds of vegetables, maybe some, I don't know, like I like cucumbers in a salad. I like the crunch. Some dressing. I could get down on some dressing on that salad. That would be amazing.
Oh, here we go. Setting alarms are essential. Like, that's the way to be. Because you know, and it's so much fun doing this with a partner and like everything. So congratulations, you guys, for like spending some time plugging into healthy mindset and our healthy community. Definitely keep coming back every Wednesday at 7:30. Next week we'll be going over element 10. If you currently don't have a life book, because I know we are starting everyone on like our digital program, but like, this is a tool that has completely transformed my life and my dogs too, because they thought it was delicious. But like, it's something that you can read over and over and over again. Your healthy mind journey is never over. Like, the page 1 of this page is going to mean something different every single time you open it, whether it's the beginning of your journey, the end of your journey, or where you're at today. So take some time. And again, you can get this, pick it up if you don't have it. But come back next week.
Okay, I'm just going to stop that there. But you guys, holy crap. The size of that book. What? Okay, for those of you that have done this program before, does that book come with your whatever plan you purchase? Does that come in the kit, if you will, or is that something that you have to purchase separately? I would love to know, because I know several of you in the comments have been saying that you did this. So, oh yeah, walnuts and cranberries on a salad, absolutely. Your dog ate your life book. Yeah, I can't believe she said that. They target these people because they know they would pay anything to be skinny, if only for a moment, even if they destroy their actual health in the process. And that in itself is so predatory. So predatory. Let's see. The cook, okay, yes, it does come. Okay, thanks, Jessica. It does come with the plan, but the cookbook doesn't. So you probably have to order that extra, or I'm sure they have recipes or something in their group. Although spinach with some shrimp, that's not hard. Christina said it's separate when she did it and was $400. Wait, Christina, what was $400? I need to know. I know you're typing. The whole plan was $400? Or the book doesn't look familiar, but I did the program over 5 years ago when they were still, yeah, Take Shape for Life. So it sounds like they were MetaFast and then they were Take Shape for Life, and now they're Optavia, and they get real upset if you don't pronounce that correctly. Optavia is how you're supposed to pronounce it, apparently. That salad from the cookbook is 8 ounces of shrimp, 1 cup of lettuce, half a cup of tomato, half a cup of cucumbers, and 4 tablespoons of Newman's dressing. I didn't see any of that. I hope it was in there. because that sounds like a great salad. But I didn't see any of that. I saw no tomatoes. I saw no cucumbers. The books were there. Were 3 a plan. Plan book, a cook. I don't understand what you're saying. I know you're typing quickly. Metafast royally screwed up my health. It was horrible. I'm so sorry, DC. That's terrible. 4 tablespoons of dressing. That's all the real food you get a day. Yikes. I guess I could remove this because we're done with that. Holy cow. That was crazy. Kind of like the Maverick collection. Ma'am, I see what you did there. Yeah. Oh, this is Cassidy, this comment right here. I feel every ounce of this. This is so hard to watch because I didn't realize the damage dieting was doing to my body until literally my mid-30s. And now I'm trying to undo the damage to be able to clearly see it's now hard. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh my God. My coach gifted me the cookbook. How kind. Yeah, now you know what to make. Yikes. I wonder what their commission was on that. Does anybody know what their commission is? I don't know if they're going to list that. That might have to be for another time. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, so it was $400. No, I appreciate you, Christina. It was $400 for 3 books, a meal plan, a cookbook, and an after program book. So you're buying the food and then this was something extra that you had to buy? Please tell me I'm reading that incorrectly because, oh my God. 9 years. Oh my God. Oh, Jessica, thank you so much for sending me the income disclosure. I might have to do a deep dive on this, I think. Going over the comp plan and different things like that. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously not for today because I need to research it, but oh my God, I was correct. My mom sold everything she had to pay for the books. The woman was too stunned to speak. That's insane. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'll look again, Jessica. Thank you so much. Well, that's the video that I had for you guys today. I was, like I was telling you guys earlier, I was trying, what is this? It's backwards. Okay. I was trying to edit this video, but iMovie was not having it. So I figured, why not? Let's do a live. Let's react to this. I don't like this. This makes me feel very uncomfortable. It makes me worry about people that are on it that are seeing these quick results that think that they're going to last. It's expensive. And overall, I would just say, don't go to somebody in an MLM when it comes to your health and wellness. Go to a licensed professional. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, and somebody that's in an MLM is going to say what they need to say in order to get the sale. Because they are salespeople. So don't do that. Go to a doctor, see a dietitian, a nutritionist, somebody that is licensed and qualified to help you understand your body. Because at the end of the day, I think that that's the most important thing. Understanding that, hey, when I eat this food, like I don't feel very good. Or when I eat this food, I feel fantastic. For example, I have figured out that I feel amazing when I have a banana right before I go into the gym. And banana was something that I didn't have because I was keto for so long. But I figured out that sugar from the fruit is fantastic for my workouts. Where I was getting tired midway through my workout, I no longer have that issue because I have the fuel in my body from real food, from whole foods, that allows me to power through my workouts. And had I not slowed down and paid attention, I would never have figured that out. That one little tiny piece that makes my workouts that much better. So don't join an MLM. But Aaron, didn't you know ketones are the 4th macronutrient? I mean, for some of these people that are drinking, 4 to 6 ketones a day, it probably is a 4th macronutrient for them. It's absolutely crazy. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of the super chats and all of that stuff. You guys are incredible. I definitely will add this to my list of starting to research a deep dive. If you guys have any information, if you have any horror stories, if you would like to be on my podcast, I have some really exciting episodes of my podcast coming out next week. I have somebody that left Tranant. It's the first time I've talked about it on my podcast, so I'm excited about that. And then we have Andrea's episode coming out the week after. And for those of you that don't know, Andrea was in the Empire after I was. And she has a really, really cool and very powerful story. So if you don't, if you don't listen or haven't listened, these next few weeks would be awesome for you guys to listen to. I think the episodes are going to be so powerful. I do have 4 seasons on there. So if you are intrigued and you want to know what I was like when I was in an MLM, I left all of those episodes up. You can start from season 1 and hear me talk from an MLM mindset, if you will. I think that it's important that you guys know that was a part of my journey. That's where I started. That's who I was at the time. And I'm not going to hide it. And it's the very same reason that I react to my own MLM content, because if I'm going to point the finger at other people, if I'm going to point the finger at the model, I'm also going to point the finger at myself and how I participated in it. And it is very important to me. So come to think of it, I haven't done a reacting to my own MLM content in quite some time. So I think probably next week I might do that. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you on the next podcast, the next video, the next live, the next whatever. And you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.